Good morning and happy Tuesday, folks. So, gosh, where do I even begin? Well, let's get on with my low. I'm starting to get sick. Seriously, I woke up in the middle of the night, with clearly something I need to cough up in my chest, and thankfully I took some Dayquil and some Mucinex, so that helped a little, but jeebers, I'm already feeling tired. On top of that, my Cowboys lost, which, yeah, we're not making the playoffs. My Cowboys are not making the playoffs. No way. There's no way. I mean, you can't even beat a struggling Bengals team. You don't deserve to make the playoffs. Actually, let me look at that again to confirm it. Yeah. So, hold on. That now makes my record for the week 8-5. So let me do some math here. 5 plus 62 equals 67. 8 plus 133 equals 141. So now my overall record is, hold on, 141.67. Okay, there we go. Let me quickly double save this. What else? Oh, right. It rained all day yesterday, which in many ways is kind of befitting for a Monday. And on top of all that, a certain restaurant that I've gone to many, many, many times is going to be closing. So, it really is almost as if Monday was just one giant low. Did anything good happen yesterday? I don't even know. Gosh. This might be the first time ever that I really can't think of a high. Well, here's the thing. I didn't see this on, actually, technically, no, that really wouldn't count for yesterday. I guess my high was I did watch a little bit of The Real Full Monty. That one special on Fox where several stars are actually getting on stage and quite literally bearing it all for the sake of for cancer research, specifically testicular cancer, prostate cancer, and colorectal cancer, I think is what it was. So, watching a little bit of that was nice. All for a good cause. Oh, you know what? I would tell you what my act of kindness was, but that's another low. I actually set the table for my family last night for dinner, and my mom goes totally ballistic. So, talk about ungrateful. But an act of kindness is still an act of kindness. So, there you go. Well, might as well talk about it now. Sorge's is closing. Right. I don't think some of you probably don't know what Sorge's is. Sorge's is actually a restaurant in Corning that my family has been going to for upwards of 25 years probably. So in fact, it's almost 30. I dare say we've been going for almost 30 years. And I dare say it's the place that my family and I has gone to the most in my entire life. More so than any other restaurant ever. Actually, let me see if I can find the information. Hold on. Oh, here it is. Alright, I found it. So, okay, this was the post on Facebook. Sorge's restaurant first opened on Tuesday, June 5th, 1951. It was operated by, I'm not going to name names here, along with, again, not going to name names here. During the 73 years since opening, Sorge's has survived one flood, the flood of 1972 to be specific, and 2 fires, all of which could not have been overcome without the support of our family or loyal customers and employees. Since Sorge's opened, our goal has been to create more than just meals. We wanted to create a place where friends became family and moments turned into traditions. Again, I'll get to that in a second. From celebrating birthdays and anniversaries to catching up over a company plate of homemade pasta, they were Italian restaurants, so they were known for making homemade pasta. We've been honored to be part of your lives. It is with a mixture of heartfelt gratitude and bittersweet emotions that we announce the final chapter of Sorge's restaurant. After much thought, deliberation, and consultation with our family, we have made the decision that it's time for us to retire. We feel that we must now move on to the next stage of our lives together. After decades of serving the Corning community, our family restaurant will be closing its doors at the end of this month. The decision was not made lightly, but it is time for us to say goodbye and reflect on the many cherished memories we have created together with you for our customers. With you, our customers. We cannot express fully how grateful we are for your loyalty and support. Through the years, your smiles, laughter, and encouragement have fueled our passion and helped us to keep our family legacy alive. You've allowed us to be more than a restaurant. You've made us a cornerstone of this wonderful community. In closing, we'd like to thank and recognize the members of our family that have been so important to the success of Sorge's restaurant. Then, again, I don't name names, so I'll skip over that part. Though we will no longer be serving meals, the friendships and relationships that we have built will remain close to our hearts. From our family to yours, thank you for the decades of love, laughter, and togetherness. With deepest appreciation and love, Sorge's restaurant. Where do I even start with this? Well, 1951. I was born in, it just said 73 years. Of those 73 years, I would say 30 of those years I actually went to Sorge's weekly with my family. Like it mentioned earlier in the thing about, where friends become family. We know the Sorge family. Like my family knows that family. Turning moments into traditions. We went to Sorge's. It was literally a tradition that we went to Sorge's after dinner every Saturday night, for the most part. I mean, back when the Central Restaurant was open, we'd go there sometimes. And if for whatever reason, there was an event like the Parade of Lights or something in Corning, we'd go somewhere else from there. But, yeah, Sorge's was our weekly tradition. And it mentions Sorge's surviving one flood. Again, it was the flood of 1972. That's actually a very prominent moment or period of time in this area's history. In fact, I actually did a project on it many years ago. 2 fires, one of which my family's flooring store actually helped rebuild after the fire. One of the fires, obviously. So, yeah. Specifically, my family's flooring store, as the name suggests, installed the flooring. But if you go to Sorge's right now, that's my family's flooring. I mean, it really could never be easy to retire or come to a decision like this without really thinking it over. I mean, take for example, me making my videos. I don't intend to ever stop. In fact, I hope I never do. But if I ever came to that conclusion, I wouldn't do that without a lot of thought and deliberation myself. It's very clear that the good folks at Sorge's really thought this through. And, I mean, 73 years. That is beyond impressive. You know, full stop. And I'll get to this a little later on. There was a place in Corning called Tony R's, which at the time was the best place in Corning. In fact, with just a little bit more time, it could have been in those same conversations as both Moretti's and Lib's. I'll get to that in a second. Tony R's was open for 10 years. A little more than 10 years, actually. And as great as it was, I mean, there's a lot of different factors to why Tony R's couldn't stay open. Or it's now the Quincy Exchange in Corning, in case anyone's wondering what I'm talking about. But, I mean, when you're open for 73 years, you're not just doing something right. You're doing something right in the most spectacular ways imaginable. It's actually why, you know, you have other establishments that have lasted forever. Like the Swits up at Cuca Lake. Or, I just mentioned Lib's here in Elmira. You know, my one true regret about Sorge is, and this is in no way, you know, saying that because Sorge's was never bad. I never had a bad meal at Sorge's. It's just a shame that, you know, when you think of like the best restaurants in the 607, like Hilltop Inn, or Rye Bar, or 1157 North, or, again, Lib's for that matter, Sorge's has never really been in that conversation. And that's a real shame because in a lot of ways it really deserves to be. But, I don't know, I guess people know what they want, I suppose. And I'll admit, I'm guilty of this too. I've said many times that Lib's is the best place in my area, and I do still stand by that. But Sorge's really is right in that conversation to me. I just could have stood to say that a little more often. But, man, first Tony R's goes, which was sad, but I did kind of get it. And then Moretti's in Elmira closed. That one, to this day, that one shocks me. Because, I mean, I just mentioned Sorge was open for 73 years. Moretti's was open for 110 years. My grandmother, God rest her soul, she went there as a teenager. And that place closed. I mean, a large part of that was due to the pandemic. A lot of places suffered the pandemic. But miraculously, Sorge's didn't. Sorge's actually, you know what, that's actually one thing they should have put in this post. 1 flood, 2 fires, and a global pandemic. That's what they should have put in that post. And Sorge's was still there. And now from being a little kid ordering chicken fingers and french fries there, to now it's the place where I get like one steak a week. You know, I mentioned earlier I never had bad food there. Experiences maybe, but that had nothing to do with the staff. That was just, the people in the restaurant. But that's not the staff's fault. Full disclosure, Sorge has never had I have little to no bad memories of Sorge's ever. And if this post, this is a pretty long post, I'm pretty sure it's true. If this winds up coming to pass, which it looks like it will, then it's pretty safe to say Sorge's will be going out on the highest possible note possible. And that's all anyone could really be happy for. So, I know in the post, Sorge's says they cannot express fully how grateful we are for, the loyalty and support of the customers. Well, as one of those customers, I can't express fully how grateful I am to have had your food for many, many years. When you guys do close, needless to say, this is going to be a heavy loss. I dare say, possibly a critical one. But if Sorge was able to press on after a flood, 2 fires, and a global pandemic, then I and we as a community should be able to press on as well. I hope. So, to the good folks at Sorge's Restaurant, thank you for everything you've done. I can safely say I've never had a bad meal there. I can safely say I have many good memories there. And I can safely say that I'm going to remember that place for the rest of my life. Enough said. I hope you all like this video. If you'd like to share the YouTube channel on social media, as always, I enjoyed home this video. For all you guys watching the show, hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, folks. And remember, if you guys want to talk or share one of those videos to let me know you're back, take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.